Hello, and welcome to episode 22 of the Mindful Knitter podcast. My name is Claire, and I am your host. For all returning viewers, welcome back. I am so happy that you come to hang out with me. I'm very, very grateful for you all, so thank you so much for always coming back, or mostly coming back, or sometimes coming back. And for all new viewers, welcome. I'm so happy that you found me and my channel, and I'm really happy to have you here with me today. Hopefully you'll have some fun as we sit and chat about pretty yarn. So just a little bit about me. If you are new, I'm coming to you from the southeast of the United States, where I live with my husband, Alex, and our two Great Danes, Murphy and Nolly, and then the two antisocial hamsters that don't get talked about very much because they're very antisocial. So yes, I think those are the important things as far as about. And then for social media, if you want to connect, I am on Ravelry and Instagram. So you can find me on Ravelry as Mindful Knitter Pod. And then we do have a group on Ravelry as well. It's the Mindful Knitter Podcast group. And we have a couple threads going on in there. In particular, we have one for a make-along that is about to start in about a week. Which I'll talk a little bit about later on in the podcast, but that is the magical make-along, which I'm so excited about. And you can also find me on Instagram as the.mindfulknitter. So I'd love to connect with you guys. If you want to connect with me on social media, you can always comment on the videos as well, but yeah, you can find me in other places too. And then all of the information for that and important information about whatever I talk about today will be in the description below the video. So if you click the little like arrow thingy below the video, it'll have like a drop down bar that'll have like description, information, that sort of stuff. So yeah, welcome. I'm so excited. It's been a very long time. It feels like, oh, it actually has been a while since I last podcast, because I filmed my last podcast episode. It was a kind of a beachy one, although I didn't have lots of footage from the beach that time. I filmed that one about a month ago, and it took over a week to upload onto YouTube. I don't know why. I don't know if my computer was doing some sort of weird thing, or if YouTube was having some like updates or some struggles or something. I'm really not sure, but it took a really long time to upload it. So I started uploading it just a few days after I filmed it, but it didn't go live on YouTube until like over a week later, which was very strange. And I don't know why that was. So I think it's only been up for like 2 weeks, but I filmed that like a month ago. So, oh well. So it's been a while. So I have a whole bunch to share with you guys. We will talk more about the make-along a little later on, but we'll first start off with projects and things. So I have a few different finished objects to share with you, a few works in progress, and then I'll share like some needle adjacent type stuff, and then an acquisition. I guess I kind of have like two acquisitions, but they sort of, I don't know. I guess they go together. They kind of go together. I don't know, something like that. Let's get into it, shall we? And I forgot to put these socks on sock blockers to show you, but I have those with me. So I'll kind of start off first with what I'm wearing. That seems easiest. So this is my crocheted top that I finished just a few days ago, really. I had, was it 6 different whips? Yeah, I had 6 whips going, works in progress, if you don't know the term. I know when I first started watching podcasts and everybody was like using abbreviations for things, I did not know what they were saying. So they're not actual literal whips, like whoosh, they are just works in progress, WIP. So this is the first one. This is a crocheted guy. Yeah, and I like him. He's fun. This is kind of loosely based on the Cirrus tee by Expression Fiber Arts. They have a great tutorial to go along with their pattern. I did not buy their pattern. I just kind of watched their tutorial and you know, looked at the pattern, or not the pattern, but like she was wearing it. So like I looked at her wearing it and I watched the tutorial and I was like, oh, I think I could just kind of use that as a kind of guide for something to do. So, or a shirt to make. Words are hard. So this is the shirt that I came up with. Let me see if getting kind of like up will help you. I'm getting real close. I need to figure out a better system for this. So yeah, here is the sort of Cirrus tee. It's not really. I need to think of naming it something else because it's not the Cirrus tee because I didn't use their pattern. I didn't purchase their pattern, so I don't feel like I can call it that if I didn't purchase their stuff. But yeah, it's very cute. I did like this on the side where I ran out of yarn for, I'll just sit back down normally again. I got really close. I ran out of yarn from, you know, knitting the body of the shirt. And so I realized as I was getting close to the end and I was like, I really don't think this is going to fit, like not the way I want it to. I wanted it to be like really loose and flowy. And I was like, I don't think that that's going to work. I think I need to do something to add a couple inches to it. So when I seamed the two together, I just like kept them like an inch or two apart and just like seamed them really like widely together instead of sewing them up like right on each other. And it creates this nice little like venting panel, which is really nice because it is hot AF where I live. So this is it's super breathy anyway because it's crochets. It's got these great holes, but then these side panels make it so breathable. It's really great. It's super comfortable right now in this very hot time. So yeah, that's kind of what I did. The yarns that I used were all Hobby Lobby yarns. They're all the authentic, is it authentic hand painted, authentic hand dyed? It's authentic hand something. I actually do have the labels for the yarn. They're just way at the bottom of this bag. I need a different system. I keep saying that. This is not it. I keep saying I need a better system for this, and I truly do. And I don't know what keeps preventing me from developing a better system. I think I just keep forgetting. I think that's my problem. Okay, here we go. Yes, authentic hand dyed is the Hobby Lobby. So it's Yarn Bee, authentic hand dyed. So I think you can see it right here. And I used 3 different colors, obviously. This one was the Spa colorway, and it's 100% superwash merino. This one is the, I think it's Cloudy Indigo, and it's 50% superwash merino, 50% lyocell. And then for the side panel here, the little venting panel, that is Aged Gold. And it is, I think also 100% superwash merino. So yeah, that's those guys. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I think it fits just the way that I wanted it to. I have not blocked it, so it could become even like flowier and looser after I block it, which would be really nice. But it's okay like this too. Even if it shrunk a tiny bit, that'd be fine, but I sincerely doubt that it's gonna shrink. So that's this guy. Hooray, it's finally done. This turned into a slog towards the end because I had too many projects. Yeah, I was going to talk about it during like knit chat towards the end, but I might as well like, talk about it now. If you've been watching, you know that I'm kind of like a mildly monogamous knitter. Like I keep like 3 projects on the go at a time. And yeah, this summer I turned into, I've heard it called like a bumblebee knitter, or like a hummingbird knitter, where like you just kind of go from project to project and you do a little bit here and a little bit there. And that was really fun, and I really enjoyed that for a few months. I think I'm over that now. I am now at the point where I'm getting stressed out by having too many projects. Actually, I'll talk while I put socks on blockers. I'm getting to the point where having too many projects at once is stressing me out. So, yeah, I am trying to get some done. My husband wore these socks and they're not perfectly clean anymore, so I'm just trying to knock some stuff off. Yeah, so this weekend I was like, I want this shirt done. It was so close to done too. It was just a couple of hours of like finishing, really, like seaming things and weaving in ends and that sort of stuff. So it was very close to done, and I wanted it done. So I finished my husband's socks this past week, I guess last week at this point, because now it's Monday. I finished my husband's socks. I finished this shirt this weekend. Yeah, so that was 2 projects gone. And yeah, and these socks I'm about to show you also had like a little little finishing that needed to be done on them, so I finished them as well. So yeah, I got all of those done, which was good. So now I am down to 3 works in progress, kind of 4, I guess, because I have my Florida's shawl, which I'm not showing you guys today because I've been working on it. It's a long-term project. I've been working on it since Christmas. It's using my Advent kit. It's like 5 skeins of fingering weight yarn go into this bad boy. It's real big. If you are interested in seeing it and you haven't yet, it is in the previous episode, episode 21 of the podcast, and I do show it there, and it is glorious. It is so beautiful. I can't wait to wear that thing. But I don't have it with me because I haven't made enough progress on it for it to be interesting to me for me to show it to you guys today. So yeah, I'm paring down the projects. I'm finishing things because I've got too much stuff going on and it's making my brain feel very stressed out. So yeah, that's happening. I'm paring down. So with that, I'll show you guys these socks. So these are some socks that I finished for me. Honestly, I finished these while I was in Wisconsin, like a month and a half ago, or however long ago that was. And I basically finished them in Wisconsin, I should say. I needed a tiny bit left for the toe on this guy. So you'll see this pink looks slightly different from this pink. That's because I ran out of yarn right before I got to this toe, because I made these legs longer than I normally would, because I was not really thinking about it. I used a 50-gram skein of yarn for both of these socks, and these are full-size socks. But I did make the leg a little bit longer than I normally would, which was a little silly because these were an experiment. I wanted to see if I could knit a pair of socks with a normal leg, which is 50 grams, without using like contrast colors for like the heel, toe, cuff or anything. And I can if I don't do the leg a little longer than my usual. So this is a few rows longer than my usual. I would usually have like 3 or 4 rows less. But with these, I was traveling, so I was like, I'll just go ahead and make them longer because I didn't bring tons to work on this trip. So I'll just go on these a tiny bit longer. Well, if I had done 1 row less on each of these, maybe 2 rows less, but I think just 1 row less, I would not have run out of yarn because you can see it's just the last few rows for this teeny tiny tip of the toe. But oh well. So that's good to know that I can knit a pair of socks using 50 grams, and I can get a full-size pair of socks for myself. For reference, I think I have kind of narrow-ish feet. I think I'm coming to realize that as I'm knitting socks. I don't have to wear size narrow shoes, but because you can buy narrow shoes. I don't have to buy narrow shoes. I can buy like regular shoes. But I do think that maybe like the length of, I don't know. I think for my height, my shoe size is actually slightly small-ish. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I really can't make any sense of it. But because I don't have to buy narrow shoes, but I can't cast on like the 60, is it 64, 62? I can't, I have to cast on 56 stitches for my socks. So I don't really know what that means. But yeah, so I cast on 56 stitches. And then I actually decrease a little bit around like right above this ankle area because my socks will get a little loose as I wear them and then they'll get baggy. So I start with 56 and then I decrease down like 2 to 4 stitches right here. And then like right before I get to where the gusset is gonna go, I go back up to 56. Because that part of the foot does naturally like kind of widen right before you get to, you know, this part of your foot. So it's easier on here. So here is naturally wider, but here is pretty narrow. So I drop down to like 52, 54 stitches right there. And then I'm kind of like normal for the rest of the foot. But I think maybe my ankles are small. I really can't figure out what it is. I have no idea. Yeah, but I have to do 56 stitches. And this yarn was kind of fun to work with. This was kind of an experiment too. I was curious what this yarn would be like. This is the Lion brand Mani Pedi. And this is in the knee colorway. Knee as in like the anatomical knee, like Knee. I don't know why that's the color name. I don't know any knees that are this color, but they can name it what they want, I guess. So yeah, this was fun. These were knit on DPNs, US 1s, although I used, I think, 2 US 1.5s because that's like my sweet spot for getting like the perfect gauge for, yeah, the tension for my foot. So 3 US 1s, 2 US 1.5s, and yeah, these were knit cuff down, heel flap and gusset, rounded toe, all that jazz. So these were exciting. I'm happy to finish these. And then the socks that I knit for my husband, I really like. These are a little dirty. I asked him, I gave them to him before I remembered he was really sick this week, so I was trying to make him feel better, and so I gave him some socks, which did make him feel better. His fever was really bad. He kept having chills, and he had a bad fever, so he was cold a lot of the time, so poor guy. Anyway, so I made him these socks, and I've been working on these for a while, and I finally finished them as 2. Yeah, so I made him these socks on this really beautiful tonal, like, I guess lightly variegated, but maybe more of a tonal kind of yarn. This is sport weight, and I liked let me show you. I did like a, basically like a very wide, like 4x4 rib to get these fun stripes. And I think it looks very nice, especially with that yarn. I think that's pretty. Yeah, I think that's pretty. These were really fun. These were also heel flap and gusset. This used a lot of yarn. My husband's feet are bigger than mine. This was 60, I guess 64, because it's 56 stitches, so 64 stitches. And I actually did a little less than that because it's sport weight, so it was like 62 stitches. And then I decreased a little bit for his ankle too, because he also has kind of smallish ankles. And then I went back up to the 54 stitches, and then I kind of continued that, but I did decrease more down towards the toe. So anyway, I can't just make normal simple socks, apparently. I have to make it all complicated. But those, I lost the label for those, but I think those are, I think that's Wonderland yarns. I think it's Wonderland yarn. Let me make sure I'm not making up that name. Yeah, Wonderland yarns sport, but I don't know the colorway. So that's really unhelpful, and I'm sorry. I did such a good job keeping it all together for over a month, and then towards the end I lost the label for it, so sorry. Yeah, so those are the socks that I have to show you for this week, or for this episode. Also, I feel like I should address the hair. It's been a couple days, so it wasn't like the first thing on my mind. Yeah, so I got a haircut. If you have seen other episodes, then you will know my hair was really, really long. It was like down to here when it was down. Like in the back, it was at the small of my back. So my hair was very long, and now it's not. I share that whole adventure with you guys in the last video I posted, which was a Tour de Fleece vlog. Which is like a 13-14 minute episode, or vlog, and yeah, I posted that a couple days ago, and I share my Tour de Fleece spinning things, but I also share my whole adventure of the haircut as well. So if you're interested in checking that out, that is on YouTube now. So yeah, I have really short hair, so congratulations to us all, I guess. I can talk about that a little bit at the end of the episode, I guess, if you're interested. Okay, so next things, as long as I'm talking about Tour de Fleece, I suppose, let's talk about my spinning just a tiny bit. So here is a, I think, gorgeous skein of the squishiest. This stuff is so squishy, you guys. So squishy. This is Nanette Wake Studio dyed fiber in the lily pad colorway. This is, I'd have to look at it. It's superwash merino, but no, I think it is 100% superwash merino. I don't think there was nylon in this because I was spinning it. I didn't see anything that looked like nylon. I think this is 100% superwash merino. It's so squishy. Oh my gosh, I love that. And then this does have nylon in it. This is from Something Wonderful Studio. This is nylon and American wool. I think it's like American mixed breeds of wool. And I don't remember if I put that up close for you guys to see, but that's beautiful. This is going to turn into a sweater. That's happening. And then this beautiful wonder. This was a mystery. This was something I got on a D-stash, and they didn't know what the fiber content was or who the dyer was or anything, but it's beautifully lustrous and soft. It was a dream to spin, and if I could just spin with this for forever, that'd be great. Yeah, look at how like neat the yarn looks. It just looks so neat. Part of that is because I chain plied it, but yeah. So this is magical. I love this yarn. So yeah, somebody I think said they thought it might be BFL. I don't know. If you are a spinning expert and you can tell me what you think this might be, it's in the last spinning vlog as well, the same one that I talk about my haircut. That's when I'm spinning this yarn. So if you think you know what this is, please tell me, because I really loved that fiber so much, and it makes a beautiful yarn. It's really soft and it's got this like luster to it, and I just would love to spin more of that stuff. So someone thought it might be BFL. Yeah, if you have an educated guess, please let me know. So that was the spinning since the last episode. Oof. Next work in progress. Oh, so this is the first work in progress, I guess. So we were talking about whips. So I've got, or not whips, finished objects. So I've got 2 pairs of socks, a shirt, 3 skeins of yarn. One of them's like a half skein. It's a little over a half skein, I think, but yeah, so not too shabby, I guess. And now for some whips. So the first whip I have for you guys is this cute little lacy summer top. So this is from NaluKnits. I posted about it on Instagram a bit ago. I'm doing a test knit for NaluKnits. I think that that's how you say it. If you're watching this, is that how you say your designer name? I think that that's it. It's N-A-L-U. So I think it's NaluKnits. And this is her summer khaki top. Pretty sure that's what it's called. I'll put all this will be in the description below, so it will be correct down there, even if I don't say it correctly here. And it's got this pretty lace detail on the bottom that I just think is so cute. It's got it's like a tricolor lace down at the bottom, and then it's a whole bunch of stockinette. And yeah, so I'm splitting now for the top portion, and it is a tank top, so it'll just have little like straps. I think this will be fun. I knit a size up from usual because I couldn't really, based on the measurements she was giving and for how much negative ease I kind of wanted, I just knit a size up. So we'll see what this is like. This might be a bit flowier and baggier than usual. It might be. But that's okay. I think it'll be very pleasant to wear, and it'll give me another fun summer knit top. So this cool yarn that I'm using is, I do have the label for this one. This is Unity Beyond. It's Fibra Natura. Although I always say it as if it's in Spanish. I actually don't. I think this is made in Turkey. So, yeah, made in Turkey. So I don't actually know. Well, I don't know. It has washing instructions in Spanish. But it also has in French. There's no telling. But Fibra Natura. Sorry, I can't say it. Fibra Natura. I don't know how you'd say it as an English. Fibra Natura. That just feels really weird to say. Yeah, I don't actually know like what the yeah, it looks like the company is based in North Carolina. So there's no telling how I'm supposed to be saying that. But I'm going to say Fibra Natura because that's the way that I want to say it. If that's wrong, then I'll correct it later. But I can't figure out how it's supposed to be said. Okay, so anyway, now that I've struggled with that. This is 36% wool, 28% cotton, 18% linen, and 18% bamboo. So it's a cool fiber mix, I think. It feels nice. It feels like a soft rustic. Yeah, and you can kind of like tell, like just by looking at it, that it's kind of a little rustic-y. And I'm guessing that might be from the linen. That kind of gives it that quality. That'd be my guess. I'm not an expert in these things, but I think that would be where it would give that. It's 262 yards and 100 grams. So thus far, this is my second skein that I'm on for this. So I think that this is gonna last me, and I think I might even have some left over, which will be great. This is fun. Yeah, so this is a test knit that I'm doing. So this pattern should be available maybe in a month or two. I don't know when she wants to release the pattern, but we're supposed to have this done in the next week. So yeah, that's a fun knit. And her pattern is super easy to follow. I've been very happy to be a test knitter for her. Yeah, the pattern's been great. So on to other things. I have 2 more whips to show you guys. Just 2 more. We're getting there. This guy just has my heart right now. I'm just in love with this. I'm in love with this project. This is the Miss May shawl from Helen Stewart. I did her mystery knit along this summer, and I did not finish when it was over, but that's fine. Like, you go at your own pace. I didn't feel any pressure to like do each clue each week exactly on time. So yeah, her Mystery Knit Along has finished now, so it is no longer a secret, but this is still, I'll give you your warning before I show it, just in case you're knitting it and you don't want the surprise ruined. Yeah, so this is the Miss May shawl from the Miss May MKAL from Helen Stewart, and I'm in love with it. I'm in love with it. If I wasn't already married, I don't think I could marry this shawl. I don't feel like I could marry an inanimate object, but I'm real in love with it. So, yeah, here's your warning. I'm about to show it. Close your eyes or look away if you don't want to see this gloriousness. Is this not beautiful? I mean, really. I mean, come on. All of this beauty. And it's not a secret that it's lace. So she's very upfront about that before she gives you the clues. So I don't mind saying, like, look at all this beautiful lace. This is going to open up. Lots of people's are blocking out huge, which makes sense. It is lace. But yeah, this is going to block out. I think this is going to block out pretty big, especially since a lot of what I'm using is superwash merino. The only thing that I'm using that isn't superwash merino is, this is alpaca for the gray, like baby alpaca. Everything else is superwash merino. So I anticipate that it will grow. Yeah, this is just beauty incarnate. I love this shawl. I love this shawl so much. I feel like I'm gonna wear this all of the time, just all of the time. I can't get over it. I really am kind of in raptures about this shawl. And I don't really want to knit anything else. All I want to do is knit this shawl. But I wanted to get some projects done. So I finished the socks, I finished the shirt, and I like them. It's not like I resented doing them. It's just all I want to do is this shawl. It's so bad. So yeah, so I allow myself to do 2 to 4 rows on this every day, because I have to get this other stuff done. I need to get the test knit done. That's really the only thing that's particularly time sensitive, honestly, is just the test knit. And then these were just so close to being finished that I just was like, I need to finish them. But this is glorious. This is really glorious. So a little bit about the yarn. These 2 pinks are Plush Blush colorway. It's the Hobby Lobby Yarn Bee, the authentic hand dyed or hand painted or whatever. Yeah, in Plush Blush, which I don't think I see at Hobby Lobby anymore, so I don't know if they carry it now. And then this gold and this speckled pink are both Nanette Wake Studio. They're one-of-a-kind colorways, so they're not available anymore, sorry. And then the gray, I think this is a pretty gray. And for being so fuzzy and with such halo, I think I still get pretty good stitch definition with it. Part of that is just her patterns are amazing. This is Juniper Moon Farm Harriot Fine. It's baby alpaca with nylon. And this is the Silverstone colorway. So yeah, 75% alpaca. Yeah, so one last look at it before it goes away for now. What a beautiful shawl. I feel blessed to have been a part of this. It's safe to look now if you were looking away. I feel blessed to have been a part of this. It's just magnificent, and I'll stop talking about it now. I could probably go on about it forever. I think it's so beautiful. I love it so much. Oh my gosh. Yes. It's fingering weight, if you didn't know or can tell. So that one's fingering weight. I'm trying to be good about telling what my different things are. So this next shawl, this is the last work in progress to show you guys today. This is also a shawl. This is another mystery knit along. This is the Florida road trip mystery knit along, which has been really fun and such a delight to be a part of this summer. This is done by Really Clear Designs. Yeah, it's hosted by Really Clear Designs, and it is just a great, it's so great. I think I'm probably going to do it again next summer. I think I'm going to do every Helen Stewart knit along ever, just until the end of time, because I am completely in love with her designs. Yeah, so that's happening. But I think I'm probably going to do the road trip again next summer, probably. We'll see. It's just so much fun. The community part of it is so much fun. I almost don't even care what we're knitting because the community is so much fun. It's mostly the Facebook group that I've been interacting with, and everybody is so sweet and nice and just so fun. Everyone's posting their projects all the time, but they also post like other stuff they're up to that week, or like if they have questions or something that they're excited about. Or it's such a cool community. I've really, really liked it. So yeah, it's just been a really fun mystery knit along, and it's long too, and it goes at a slow pace. You get a clue every 2 weeks. So it's very low key, and it's a chill knit along. We started in, is it May? I think we started in May, and it goes until August, like I think halfway through August. So it's a long knit along, but I'm loving it. So I'm gonna show it to you. So if you are not wanting to see because you're doing this and you want to keep the mystery alive, don't look. So I'm showing it now. It's your time. So here's one part of it. We're doing it in 2 parts right now. So here's one part, and you can see lots of different lace type things and non-lace. So yeah, super, super fun. I am really liking this. And we're knitting with beads too, which is so fun. If you've watched previous episodes, you've seen this and you've seen the beads. So this is one part of it. And then my other part that I'm currently working on, because this is set aside, we'll come back to this shortly. But we have it set to the side for now. This is the other portion that I'm working on right now. So yeah. And each section is a different location in Florida. So each clue goes along with a different location or attraction in Florida, which is really cool. I'm loving this lace that I'm doing right now. I really love. It is so tedious. It's very tedious. So I'm only doing a few rows a day. It's tedious. I mean, you can tell it's tedious by looking at it, but it's so pretty. I really like it. So I'm really enjoying watching it grow. It's just tedious to knit. Yeah, it's safe to look again if you were looking away. So yes, that is my Florida road trip shawl, and it is coming along nicely. I love that each section is a different part of Florida because I love Florida. Yes, I'm really enjoying that a lot. It's so fun, and again, the community is so fun. The yarn that I'm using is Big Sky yarn, and I don't have the colorway names offhand. I know that there's Cool Beans, St. Lucia, Summer Storm, and Toes in the Sand. Toes in the Sand is the variegated color that I'm using because that's a Pensacola colorway. It's dyed exclusively for Dixie Knits in Pensacola. So that one I know which one is which. And then the dark navy I'm using is Summer Storm. But the other two, one is Cool Beans and one is St. Lucia, and I can never remember which one is which. So yeah, that is that. I don't think I have anything else to say about that. It's a fingering weight project, you can probably tell. But it's really fun and I'm enjoying it so much. Yeah, and their designs, their patterns really are written very clearly, and I think they're very easy to follow. And they have video tutorials if you need them, and they're very available for help if you need help with anything or questions. So I'm enjoying that immensely. All right, so those are the projects. That was 40 minutes. That was a lot. So thanks for hanging in there. Now I got some acquisitions. So Yarny Gubbins. So exciting. So for something that isn't knitting or isn't yarn, I have a package that arrived this week that I alluded to in one of the vlogs. So let's open it together, shall we? And oh, I'm gonna have to look up who I bought this from because I don't have the information with me. Oh darn. It will be in the description down below the video. But I ordered this from Etsy, and this will be a project bag. It's one that I just wanted anyway, but I will be using it in the Magical Make-Along particularly. Oh, it's so cute. Look how cute. Oh my gosh. This is so well made. Oh my gosh, it like stands up and stays open and everything. Okay, so it's got like this canvas boxed bottom. So it provides some like nice structure so that it stays standing. Oh, I like this. That's fun. And then I like the, this looks like it's faux leather. This could be real leather. It's hard to tell. But it's got the little like leather with the wooden beads for the drawstring. This is so cute. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so happy. That's really cute. Okay, so, and yeah, there's no logo in here. No logo to speak of. So I will have to put that in the description box below as to who made this beautiful bag. So sorry that I didn't keep the tag with me. Usually when I'm doing opening up new acquisitions, I have all of the packaging with me, and I just didn't this time. That was silly of me. So I apologize. And often they'll put like a logo or their brand name or whatever on here too. So cute. So cute. Okay, I'll look at this more later. But yeah, this is really freaking cute. So cute. Okay. Yeah, so very, very cute. I do notice that the fabric is upside down. So if you notice that too, you are not making stuff up. All of these mushrooms are upside down. So that is something that I'm noticing. But I don't think I really care because it's so cute. So I would probably prefer it if it was right side up, because it should be this way so that the mushrooms are all going the right direction. Yeah, so, and the snails are going the right direction. So it should be going this way, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter to me tons. It's got fun pockets. This is great. So hooray, that's a beautiful bag. I'm excited to use that for the Magical Make-Along. I will put in the description below who made that bag. Again, I'm so sorry. I usually am really good about having the makers' names available and saying it out loud for you so you don't have to look at the description for it. But it will be there for you. So look in the description below if you're interested in that bag maker. They are on Etsy. So I wanted to share with you too some Yarny acquisition. I got this in Wisconsin. So this was, yeah, this is not a super recent acquisition, but I haven't shown it to you guys. So I did do, I got a bit of a yarn haul while I was in Wisconsin, and I didn't do a whole yarn haul video or portion for you guys with that because there was just a lot, and I've been buying a lot of yarn lately, and I feel like I'm showing you guys a lot of yarn lately, so I'm just kind of spacing it out and showing it to you as it's relevant, or if there are episodes where I don't really have anything else to show you, I'll show you some of that yarn that I got. So this is some of the yarn that I got, and I am going to be using this in the upcoming make-along. So this is Ella Rue Eco Tweed. It's organically grown merino tweed blend. I'm excited. I've never used this yarn before or anything from Ella Rue. It is 328 yards in 100 grams. So I think they said this was a DK. I mean, it sounds like it would be about a DK. Yeah, 75% merino, 25% polyamide. It's 100% organic. It's molested. I never actually say it out loud. Mulest. It's the thing that they do to the sheep when they're shearing them. Some people think is cruel. I can't say the word. But they don't do that to the sheep when they make this yarn. It's GOTS certified. Yeah, so cool. So this is their Eco Tweed, and this is the Lapis Lazuli colorway, which I think is beautiful. I've never really been interested in tweed yarns for myself, and when I saw this one, I fell in love with it, and I knew that I wanted to knit with this, and I had to have it. And it feels really nice. It really does feel nice. And then I got this colorway as well. This is the Tumblewood colorway. So it's this beautiful light gray with these kind of rainbowy tweedy bits. Yeah, so I'm excited about these. I have several more skeins of this. These are going to be used in the magical make-along that is coming up. And since we're already on the topic, let's talk about make-alongs. So I've got the one make-along that's about to start in about a week. It is a magical make-along. There's an information video on it if you haven't seen it. So you can, I guess I can link the information video in the description down below as well, so that you can get to that easily. But yes, I will be posting another video on it as well on Sunday, because it starts on Sunday, July 24th, because that's when Hogwarts letters go out. It's not a Harry Potter make-along. It is just a generic magical make-along. But I will be doing Harry Potter stuff primarily because I just really love Harry Potter. So it starts on July 24th and it goes until October 31st, which is Halloween. And anything magical goes, any kind of craft goes as well, as long as it is a fibery, yarny craft. So I'd love to have you join me for that. Again, check out the information video for more information on that. But yeah, that's starting next week. So there will be a video posted for the kickoff day, July 24th. So excited. I can't contain my excitement on that, truly. So that's the needle adjacent I'll be casting on for that. I don't want to tell you what I'm casting on now because I'm going to be telling you guys next week during the welcome video for the knit along or the make along. So I'll tell you then, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be on the bigger side because I have several skeins of yarn that I've told you about for that one project. Yes, so if you got questions about that, feel free to let me know. Yes. So we've got the magical make-along starting. There's also knit night. The next knit night is going to be the first week of the make-along. So it's not necessarily just for people who are participating in the make-along. It's for anybody who wants to join us. But I'll probably have some like magical theming going on just for fun. So that'll be July 27th on Zoom. So if you're interested, send me a message and I'll send you the Zoom link. But it'll be July 27th, that's a Wednesday, at 7 p.m. Eastern time in the US. Yeah, and we don't really have like an end time ever. We just kind of go until we're all like, we really need to go to bed. So it starts at 7 Eastern, but there's no real end time. So feel free to join us whenever. So if you know that you can't make it like on time, feel free to message me anyway, because you can come at any time. Like if it's like 1 a.m. Eastern, we're probably done by then, but there's no guarantee. But it's very casual. You can kind of come and go as you will. But yeah, so that is our next knit night, July 27th, and this will be in the description below as well, so don't panic trying to remember. And I think that's pretty much it for knit chat as far as like announcements and things. So next I'll just kind of like chat for a few minutes just about general like life and my knitting life. So if you're not interested in any of that, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you guys next time. But if you want to hang around for a few more minutes, hooray. I'm also wondering if it's about to rain. I think it's going to rain. It feels like it's going to. So Tour de Fleece is going really well, although I haven't been spinning as much as I would like. It's been really busy lately. Partially, like Alex was really sick. We think he had listeria, possibly salmonella, but we think he might have had listeria because he had all of the symptoms for that, including like the convulsions and things. So that was bad. And he's still not 100% better, so he's going to the doctor today. I think he's at his appointment, or he's maybe just finishing up his appointment, but it was real bad. He may have had just a very bad stomach virus. It's kind of hard to tell. But he's been really sick, so I've been taking care of him. And then I've had a whole lot going on with, like, work's been busier. And then I've had a whole lot going on in my personal life, like with my family. Yeah. Without saying a whole lot, like my parents have had a lot of health issues lately, and that's, I won't go into it, partially just for their privacy, but also, I don't really know how much you guys care. You might care, you might be very sweet, but, yeah, so it's been taking up a lot of my, like, mental energy, and then potentially it might take up a lot of my time as well, in the next few months. We'll see. But yeah, partially because of that and just general burnout, I'm actually taking off the fall semester from school. I'm taking a leave of absence so that I can help my family with my parents' health things. But then also just to kind of give myself a little bit of some mental space, because I am definitely burnt out. Or I'm not burnt out currently. I'm trying to not be burnt out. So, yeah, like I think if I have a semester off, I'm doing my dissertation right now, so I'm working and doing my dissertation, and so it's a lot, and I think having a semester off will be helpful to me. So I'm gonna do that, and I will graduate a semester later, but that's fine. It's not a race. I don't really mind. Yeah, so that'll be really nice. I think hopefully I'll get to do a lot of I already do a lot of yarny stuff, but I'm looking forward to having more time for yarn things. Yeah, so those are kind of like life things that are going on at the moment, but they're all kind of impacting my crafting time, so I didn't get to spin as much as I wanted to for Tour de Fleece, but that's all right. I'm getting 4 skeins out of it, possibly 5, because the next skein that I'm going to be spinning is going to be a chunkier weight, because I am spinning it for my mom, because she might want to use it for knitting. So yeah, so I might get 5 skeins out of Tour de Fleece, but we'll see. But it's been really fun. I've really enjoyed watching everybody's projects as we go through Tour de Fleece. It's my first Tour de Fleece because I just got my spinning wheel in January. So I've been wanting to spin for years, and now I finally get to, and it's just been so much fun. I feel like I'm living like the dream right now by getting to do all of this knitting and all this spinning and everything. It's all I've ever wanted. It feels like it's, yeah, so all of that's been really good. And then I already talked about having too many projects on the go. Yeah, I've had too many projects on the go lately, so I'm trying to get some of them cleared off the needles. I've successfully cleared off a few. I have 3 active projects, and then my Flora Days shawl is just a long-term project, so it's not getting done immediately, which is fine. So with that, I feel like I'm getting a little rambly. My blood sugar is dropping, I can tell. So I'll have to pause, or I'll have to end in a few minutes, because I'll need some food, because I can tell I'm starting to have low blood sugar because words are becoming very hard. What was the thought? Oh, so my thought was, so I was thinking about this morning, about how I'd gotten rid of these projects, or I'd gotten them off the needles, and I was finally down to 3 active projects again, but they've been so long-term, I kind of do want them done, so that I could kind of just get back to, like, I don't know, some fresh projects. I think that's what I'm really wanting, is fresh, new projects. I have something I'm wanting to crochet for my niece for her birthday in August. She wants a flower shirt. She said she wants a flower shirt. So I think I'm going to knit her like a top using basically like flower granny squares, which I've never done before, but I think it would be fun. I've been wanting to try it, so it seems like a good opportunity to try it. So knit her a shirt using flower granny squares, or crochet. I can't remember if I said crochet or knit. Crochet her a top. So I need to do that, or I'm wanting to do that. I'm wanting to spin up that yarn for my mom's birthday, because my mom's birthday is basically the same time as my niece's birthday, and they're both towards the beginning of August, so I only have a few weeks to do those things. But now I'm also starting the knit along, or the make along next week, so I'll be starting a project for that, which I'm very excited about. So I've got some new projects on the horizon that I'm very excited about, and I'm going to be finishing up the Miss May shawl and the summer khaki top within the next like 1 to 2 weeks. So I think all this is going to be fine. Mostly I think I'm just feeling a little like scattered and a little like stressed, just because I've had so many for so long now. And then the thing that really tipped me over the edge this morning around this was one of my new favorite yarn shops, Studio South in Pensacola. I featured her yarn shop in my last podcast episode. She has the most beautiful yarn shop. She's an art teacher, and it shows. Her yarn shop is gorgeous. Her yarn that she dyes is gorgeous. I can't say enough good things about it. And she is so sweet. She is so sweet. I really like her a lot. So, yeah, anyway, I saw on Instagram she posted that it looks like she's going to be doing a mystery knit along. And I feel like I'm going to have to do it. I guess I'll see like what it is or what it entails. But I kind of feel like I'm going to have to do her mystery knit along, because she is precious beyond words. And I've really enjoyed these other 2 mystery knit alongs a lot. So we'll see what it is. Yeah, I'll have to do some prioritizing. If I can't crochet the top for my niece for her birthday, I'll definitely do it for Christmas. I'd rather do it for her birthday. She's turning 4, so she's, you know, on the smaller side. So I like the idea of knitting or crocheting her like a really quick small thing. She'll be bigger by Christmas, though probably not by tons. Yeah, and she doesn't remember that she asked me to crochet her one. So I'm not super concerned on that end. Where, like, I don't think she'll be disappointed if she doesn't get it for her birthday. If she was a little older and like she remembered that she asked me for it, then I would be more concerned about it, and I would be like, no, I'm definitely, sorry, there's a bug. We get bugs in the house in the summer. I think most people do though. Yeah, if it was the case where I thought that she would be disappointed if I didn't give it to her, then I would definitely make it for her, like lickety split. But she's still young enough that she doesn't remember things when she like asks me to make her stuff. Like for this past Christmas, I made her things, and she was like, I really like this. And I was like, you asked for this. Do you remember that you asked? And she's like, no, I don't remember. So, yeah, she might get it for Christmas instead of her birthday, but I'd prefer to do her birthday, just, yeah, so that she has it and she can enjoy it and wear it. And because she'll be smaller, which is nice. So it'll be a smaller project. But anyway, these are the things that I'm thinking about right now. I keep thinking, like, I have too many projects. I need to get rid of projects, or I need to finish projects. And then I am thinking, like, I'm kind of tired. I'm not tired of the shawl. I'm not tired of the ones I'm working on, really. I think I just want new. Like, I don't dislike these. I just am wanting new things because I've been working on the same things, it feels like, for a couple months, which is different from me. I usually have finished objects every week. So, yeah, I'm just wanting new ones. But I don't want to have 6 projects on the go again because that's too many for me. Yeah, so these are the things that I'm just like, I don't know why I felt the need to share all of that with you. But this is my dilemma right now. And I'm struggling. I was thinking about this morning. While I was like laying in bed. And I was like, what am I going to do? These are the things that consume my mental space. So anyway, that's enough chatting, I think, maybe for now. It's been over an hour for this episode, so I should probably go ahead and wrap it up, especially since I can tell that I'm struggling with words. It's time for me to eat something. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you like the chatty stuff at the end, let me know. I can share more about my life and things if you're interested in that. I tend to only talk about yarn related stuff because I always assume nobody's interested in my personal life. But I'm always happy to share things with you guys too. I will have some exciting personal life things to share with you guys this coming weekend. So I'll either do that in a vlog or in the next podcast episode. But that's exciting. We're welcoming a new member of the family, and I will leave it there. Also, I'm not pregnant. So I should also, before anybody freaks out, I'm not pregnant. So nobody freak out about that. But we are welcoming in a new member of the family. So yeah. So thank you. I need to go eat. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and hanging in there while I've been a little rambly towards the end. Yeah. Oh, I didn't talk about the haircut stuff. Maybe I'll do that next time because I really do need to go. So I'll tell you guys more about the haircut stuff, I think. And it's in the vlog. It is in the vlog that I posted. So if you really want the full story of things, there's that vlog just waiting for you, and you can hear all about my haircut and why I did it and all of that. So yeah, I will talk to you guys later. I will be posting more videos at the end of this week for the make along and for Tour de Fleece, and I'll be posting another podcast episode hopefully every 2 weeks. That seems to work well, and that was going to be what it was last time, but it took forever to upload, so that's okay. I'll see you guys again soon. Happy crafting, and yeah, bye.